Anyway, let's take a look at the charts here. Get started with that. At least we can take a look at whoops. Yeah, here we
Ethereum's
go.
been pumping. Hex has been great on the weekly. I did a stream earlier about it's been one of the biggest bubbles today and among big crypto. So we pumping lately.
Yeah, Ethereum looks fantastic. We are having a little bit of a pullback there. Bitcoin holding steady above 118 still. I believe it made it up to like 123, 120. Yeah, 123 something. Pulled right back immediately. But, we were talking about this a week or so ago, how some of these levels get to be their mental levels where people set sell orders just because it's 125,000 or whatever. So the price automatically reacts to that. But what are your thoughts here on Ethereum? I mean, I know getting into things with the treasury and all of that, how it's looking pretty good, but what are your thoughts on the market?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't not seen, and again, I'm probably the victim of the algo as well, but I keep seeing more bullish Ethereum stuff being pushed to both on social media and on YouTube and all that too, and more people. You got Tom Lee doing the thing with Ethereum, like the MicroStrategy of Ethereum type deal. Peter Thiel's, I think, an investor in that as well. I talked about before. You've got just a ton of Ethereum bulls coming out of the woodwork, and great for PulseChain too, of course.
Sure.
You can debate whether are we leverage on Ethereum and all this stuff. People look at it, directly, indirectly. I just got to say, I mean, the way I look at it is more the market in general. If it's going up and Ethereum's going up, and you think that Bitcoin's going to run, then Ethereum's going to run, altcoins are going to run, and all these things need to happen first. Then that in general feels like, hey, like this is like good stuff. Even if you don't own any ETH and you only PulseChain, or you own a little bit of both,
right?
It's looking super bullish out there.
It sure is. You forgot to mention one family who, kind of the president of the United States.
Oh yeah.
The Trump family. Yeah, they're pushing ETH on pretty hard too. So we can't forget about them. Let's look at the Pulse charts right now. We've got Pulse at 0.000316 or 40, sorry. Pulse X 40233. Got incentive at $1.54. Hex 00697 and eHex at 00201. Any of those charts that you want to take a look at directly? Are you there, Max?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I got rugged too.
What happened? Any of those that you want to take a look at the chart of? Let's look at Pulse here.
Yeah, I was thinking one interesting thing just on this. I was literally looking at PLS charts earlier. I never look at the prices, like very, very rarely. A little bit more these days because things are pumping, but that we can look at Pulse, but also I'll just say that Hex on PulseChain up a lot and Hex on Ethereum not so much, which is usually like Hex is like the ink of the hexes. It's like the one that's usually the most volatile and usually going up a lot. So that was shocking to me as well.
Absolutely. Well, I forget which one. Was it the Pulse coin list? No. Which one were you looking at earlier? Was it Pulse charts?
Yeah, so PLS charts is what I was doing earlier.
So when you look at it, the liquidity for eHex is only 450,000, which means it moves a lot harder. And I think just a little bit of sell pressure is what's causing this, and the recent whale dumping affected it a little bit more because of the extra liquidity on Hex on PulseChain. It held up a little bit better. However, don't be surprised when eHex gets turned around a little bit faster. I think it'll easily make a comeback. So
I hope somebody does some deep analysis on this too, whether it's Ben or Crispy or somebody. Ben usually does. Ben Sierra does the monthly Hex updates on a lot of different metrics. But like you said, we've seen the Hex, the whales dumping and all that a lot. And I wonder if they were dumping more, if it got eaten up a lot more on PulseChain, or if they were dumping both. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of I haven't came across a lot of analytical posts for it to dive into it. Maybe somebody will make one as well. CryptoSolve, I think, it's been doing some analytical posts around that as well.
Yeah, he has.
But yeah, it's amazing how I kept hearing, oh, Hex keeps getting dumped. You keep seeing the pulse well, oh, it's getting dumped. And I'm looking at the price and it's not going down that much. I'm like, that feels pretty strong. I like that. Let's go.
Yeah, for the longest time, people were so worried about that Bank X, right? Now they all forgot about it because there was somebody else. I mean, if we get too worried about the wallet watching and the people who have a lot of Hex, you're going to be worried all the time. So, it is definitely good to see that it rebounded so quickly. It didn't really get hurt too badly. And we're right back to where we were before it all started. So that's definitely beneficial.
I think a lot of this is just noise a lot of times. I mean, the way I look at it is I'm not, until I see stuff really start moving, wouldn't be surprised if prices on the air chain keep ping ponging back and forth 500 times. We're going to talk about it from time to time. We're going to get some green candles. We're going to get some red candles. But until, the markets start moving, ETH is hitting, breaking all time highs, all the stuff that a lot of people believe about the macros are happening, and it looks super bullish again. But I don't know, maybe September, October, something like that. Hopefully we'll get moving more. But until then, I don't know. I treat a lot of this noise. I don't look at the price charts too much.
I hear you.